Welcome back, and let's head over to the Gith Ambush.
No time to dally.
Let's see, we will cast Shield of Faith to get our psychic damage back, and I think
I'm ready.
it's time to rest to get back
Where the nearest library?
our short rest resources. Thizzabald Thorm, that's who we dealt with last time. And we've defeated the 3 Thorm sub-bosses. We succeeded at a survival check, so we are going to dig up something. Some money. We could use it. We're pretty poor. Alright, so since Lazelle didn't make it this far in the run, we don't have the psionic detector that the Gith Voss would have given us. We can head up here. And because we succeeded at the test in Thizzabald's cave, we know that this is where he buried some of his stuff. Alright, so we're going to get the Gith Ambush here, and it is quite a surprise the first time that you run into it. So if you've got Lazelle and you've been to the creche, you'll get a warning that they're going to pop in on you before you come over here, and that might steer you to coming up one of the sides rather than going through this arch. They're going to appear a couple archers, the main one, and then there's a couple fighters down here.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
So let's
I could go for a good meal.
actually let's have everybody in the party stealth, and we'll break everybody apart. For our Dryad, we might not even be doing much in this particular combat. We'll have her head over, and we'll just get the combat to show up. So it's based on proximity, but their line of sight is facing forward. So when we walk over to them, we'll get the combat to appear just by getting close. There we go. So they show up right away. And you could accidentally do this, for sure, probably not while you're stealth, but you could accidentally start the combat easy by just doing enhanced leap and feather falling and jumping around the map trying to get waypoints. These guys only appear if you have done the crush, I think, because then Vlaakith knows where to find you. So she's the leader, and on honor mode she's got the soul sacrifice ability, so when something, any humanoid, dies, she can use a legendary action to sacrifice its soul to Vlaakith, and once she's done 3 of those, she gets this Vlaakith's Undying Aspect. So her armor class would increase by 3, and her ability scores increase by 3, and she fires 6 beams with Eldritch Blast, so that is a lot of attacks, so it's like 6 attacks around. That would be bad news. So she's the main priority. We want to take her out probably, if not first, then before we defeat the rest. So maybe we might take an archer out or something, but or we can knock her down so that she can't take her reactions. All right, so let's think about what our plan would maybe be. We could owlbear ourselves in for a surprise round, so surprise the surprisers. Karlach is going to be able to do a ton of damage, especially to somebody that's knocked down. And I think maybe Gale will do some cleanup. And Also, perhaps Shadowheart. We might try to sleep them, maybe. I don't know. I'm liking the owlbear to start plan. I think that's a good one. And it gives Asterion a little bit of extra hit points to work from. So the benefit of the Moon Druid is the transformation speed, not really the forms necessarily. They do have some additional forms, but they're not really any better than the owlbear, which is about as good as it gets before you get to the elemental myrmidons. Now at level 10, when the Moon Druids get elemental myrmidons, they are much better than the owlbear. So around level 10, the Moon Druid is really kind of the best druid, although the Spore Druid also has the ability to do some pretty wild stuff, so like maintaining haste clouds and things. So it's still good, it's just no longer going to be as good as the Moon Druid is at fighting. So I don't really want to put the owlbear here because it'll block Karlach, so we're going to bring it over here. Yeah, so definitely surprised. We rolled absolutely terrible on initiative. So we'll bring her in. Let's take a look at what we can do. We've got 160 hit points we need to do. And we've got Bracers of Defense. Maybe we'll swap to the Bracers of Fire. Or the Sparkle Hands. She's wearing metal armor, I think. So we'll swap to the Sparkle Hands, make it a little easier to hit, add a little bit of damage. So we'll start off with Flurry of Blows. And we'll try a stun. She saved. And we rolled terribly again for initiative, so we're at the bottom of the queue.
I have to survive this. Let's step softly.
See if we can get Slashing Flourish. Okay, that was good. We'll try another one. This time without Sharpshooter. Missed one. And we'll try our final shot. Maybe we can do that 12. Critical miss. Asterion still got some attacks. There we go. And we still have Crushing Flight. We'll visit it on these guys down here.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Yes, she's out. She's out. Let's talk about Gale. And we don't have enough sorceress juice to do a quicken spell, so let's go fix that. We'll get far away from the combat and create a sorcery point. 1, 2, 3, and we'll come back. So each of the searing bolts is 2d6 plus our stat. So we currently add 5 for our charisma of 20, so we've got 7.5 plus 5, so about 12 damage per blast if we hit. This guy's got 42 hit points, so we'll need 4. We do a little extra lightning damage in there as well. And we'll quicken and we'll throw another one. Not going to be enough damage though. We're all out of actions. Two crit misses is insane. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, these guys are going to put some serious hurt on Asterion. That's why we have fake hit points.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Alright, he's already down. Let's drop that guy. And then how much damage do we take? Prone. I don't know if we'll chance the prone or not. You don't always end up prone. We do have... Do we? Yeah, we can't quite just run there.
Over there.
So we'll use our rogue ability to get our bonus action to close. And we'll stunning strike this guy.
Death's cold grip.
I need to stay focused.
Battle of wits. Mine is the advantage.
Not quite enough. We could have ended that guy if we wanted to. I don't think he's a huge threat. Right now he's just doing the shapeshifted hit points. We'll start off with a jump. And they've got this parry function, which lowers the first damage that they
Gonna be
take.
good.
Can't afford to let up.
And that's it for the Gith Ambush. Let's see what we've got. More hand crossbows. Probably shouldn't be using Gale to pick stuff up. He's not very strong. The boss has got some orders to kill us from Blackith. A set of bracers that allow us to cast Mage Hand as a bonus action and give us telekinesis. A set of armor that, if we are Gith, we get resistance to psychic damage, and if we save against a spell, we get some hit points back. And a Gith sword. The other raider has got same thing, except he's got the 2 arrows of many targets that the other guy shot. We'll take those. And these guys just have the same sort of Gith warrior equipment that we've come to expect. Let's, while we're here, grab the waypoint. We did walk all this way to get it. Alright, so we've got Road to Baldur's Gate. And I think, so our options next are, what do we got left? We haven't dealt with anything in the tower. And we haven't done the Gauntlet of Shar. And we haven't done the House across from Last Light. And we haven't defended Halcyon yet. And we need to go talk to He Who Was to resolve the questioning of the dead person. I think we'll do the Oliver follow-up and that at the same time. So our options are deal with this. Actually, we also could check on Roland. He might still be floating around here, so we'll head to Moonrise just to see if he's decided to save his siblings. I don't know exactly how this choice gets made, like when he decides to go. It seems unpredictable, and I've had him do it several times where his siblings are already back at the inn and he's talking about coming out to save them. They've already been saved. So I don't know if it's that it happens after the first time that we've rested. Yeah, it doesn't look like it because usually there's a bunch of fire and stuff. If he's down here, yeah, I don't see him. So I think we've got the option between Moonrise, doing some stuff outside of Last Life, or doing the Grand Mausoleum. I think maybe we'll do the Grand Mausoleum next. So let's kind of go through the whole area, but we won't status it. We won't actually go into the Shadowfell until the end. So we'll do this before we get to, well, we'll get to 9th level really fast. So forget about that. All right, we'll end this video here, and in the next one, we'll head in and try to deal with the Gauntlet of Shar. I hope to catch you there. Thanks again for watching.